You have the choice to continue to be violent towards animals, or you have the option to stop being violent towards animals and be vegan. What are you going to do?
I'm probably good. So basically, there are some people out there that will deliberately kill an animal in an indirect way and not kill it in a proper way that it should be.
Right, so you think that there's like a good way to kill animals, and
There's not really a good or bad way around it.
there's not a bad way. So wait, you think that there's a good way to kill animals, and people who are killing animals in a bad way, people killing animals in a bad way make the people killing animals in a good way look bad. Is that what you're saying? So tell me, how's a good way to kill an animal?
Not that way.
Tell me. You can like fictionally make up any scenario you want in your head.
Well,
you tell me.
If I was a farmer and I wanted to kill an animal, I wouldn't kill it in that way.
How would you kill an animal?
I love animals as it is, and I've grown up with a family that have farm animals themselves, or I have friends that have farm animals.
How do they kill their animals?
Not that way.
How do they kill them? All you're telling me at the moment is not that way, but you're not telling me the way that they kill them. So how do they kill them?
With a gun.
With a gun?
Yeah.
Is that kind?
Not really, but
Is it humane?
no.
Is it benevolent? Is it okay to do that to them? So there's no good way to kill an animal.
Very true point.
Yeah? So I'm coming to, do you think that we should respect animals?
Yeah, we should.
Why should we respect them?
Because they're living organisms that have been walking on this planet longer than us. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. And if the world doesn't want to hear the truth of what it is, then
I agree with you.
I'm sorry, plug your ear holes, because I'm a very truthful guy as it is.
Well, that's good, because this is exactly why we're here. We're exposing the truth.
I'm not being horrible, yeah, but animals have been walking on this planet longer than we have.
Right, and they're sentient beings. You agree with me that they have the ability to suffer and feel pain,
Yeah.
and we should respect them and we should care for them.
Scientists have proven that birds have a genetic gene that link them back to the dinosaurs, or link them back to the Stone Age, or
Yeah, but the key to this is that they're sentient, right? They can feel emotion,
Yeah,
they can
they
feel
feel-
pain.
yeah.
So how, when we don't need to kill them, do we justify killing them?
You can't justify killing them.
Right.
Because there's no, like, I get that there are people out there that will protest, but where will that land you? That will land you in a pair of handcuffs in the back of a police car.
Depending on what style of protest you do.
I have seen some of the...
But do you think that we shouldn't speak up for the animals? Do you think that we should just let this continue?
I think the majority of people around the world should speak up for animals and just put it out there that animals have feelings and they've been around longer than we have.
So let's stick with the animals have feelings and they're sentient. So how do we justify the exploitation that they face in the food system, in sports, in betting, in science, in fashion? How do we justify all the levels that we exploit animals when they are someone having a subjective experience who feels pain? How do we do it to them? How do we justify it? Is it okay to do it, or should we stop?
Should just stop.
Should just stop?
Yeah.
What about yourself? Are you vegan?
At the moment I am,
At the moment?
because I've seen the way people treat animals, so I'm eating less of it and I'm eating more organic foods, like the food, like vegan, like the vegan options.
Like the vegan alternatives, you mean?
Yeah, the vegan alternatives to what I eat.
It's interesting you say I'm eating less of it, right?
I used to eat quite a lot of
Right.
meats and animals.
So you're saying you're eating less. Do you think that that is okay for the animals that you are still eating?
No,
Right. So do you think that eating less is okay, or do you think that you should just stop?
just stop.
Right. What are you going to do from now? Like, maybe no one's ever held you accountable before. Maybe you've never held yourself accountable before. But from today, when you walk away from this conversation with me, you have the option and you have the choice to continue to be violent towards animals, or you have the option to stop being violent towards animals and be vegan. What are you going to do?
I'm probably going to become a vegan, to be fair. it's better for me and it's better for the animals.
Always keep them, like the first thing you said is better for you and then it's better for the animals. I would say that's the wrong way around, because you're not a victim in this. We must keep the
But it's better
victim,
for the animals, and it's also
and it's a benefit for you.
a benefit for me.
Exactly. And the reason why I'm pulling you up on that is because a lot of time people say I'm going to go vegan because it's healthier and I can get all these benefits from
It's
it.
not because it's healthier, and it's not because it's a cheaper alternative. What people have to realise is that they're putting these animals through more hell than any human being's ever been through
I
on
agree.
Earth.
I agree.
I'm gonna come out and say this. I know it has nothing to do with the topic at all, but how would a human being feel if they got put in a chamber and had a gun held straight to their heads and lights out?
Exactly.
With no confrontation, no nothing, just
No way of escape.
nothing.
And then someone said we're doing it because I want to eat your body or because I profited off your milk. You know, we wouldn't, if it was a human in any of these scenarios, we wouldn't accept it.
No.
So we shouldn't accept it for them.
We need to stand up for more than just humans. We need to stand up for every animal on this planet.
I agree. I agree, mate.
And the other thing is, animals shouldn't be kept in zoos. They should be released back into where they belong.
100%.
Because keeping animals like tigers, lions, like all the meat eaters that are out there in like the forest, the desert plains, I have a belief that an animal like that shouldn't be in
captivity. No, I
because
agree.
they're not bred in their genes to be held behind a bit of glass.
Yeah, it's just a different way of profiting off of them. Rather than eating them or eating their secretions, we profit off of exploiting them with people coming to view them. Same as aquariums, same as horse racing, dog racing. All these industries are there. They don't take the animals into consideration. It's just how much money can we make from them. The animals are a complete victim in all these scenarios. That's why removing yourself from them is one of the most powerful things you can do, because they only run because of supply and demand. Every time you buy milk, eggs, dairy, every time you buy something made of wool, every time you go to the betting shop, you're perpetuating that violence towards the animals.
Yeah, 100%, because you're betting physical money that you earn every day in your job, and you're just out of your paycheck, you're betting on an animal to win a race.
And as a result,
the
they die.
animal's gonna die anyway, and then you're left with the joy of your animal winning the race, and then that animal then going to die.
It's a massive exploitative industry, but we can do something about it. Like today, you're going to go vegan today.
Yeah.
The next thing you do is you be a voice for these animals. By coming out and you speaking up, it's going to stop. By you removing yourself and being vegan, that's great, because you're no longer responsible for the violence. But you now also know about the violence.
Yeah.
So the next person you speak to, you can say, listen, did you know that pigs are gassed in the UK? Did you know that horse racing is really violent and animals get shot when they can't run anymore? Did you know that these companies test on animals? Did you know that they put male chicks in macerators? And you become that voice, and you become that person who's fighting for their rights, because they can't do it. And they need you as someone who knows what they're going through to defend them.
Yeah.
Nice to speak to you today,
The
mate.
question's always why.
Good luck with being vegan. Be a voice for them animals, mate. They need you, bud.